All right, I'll be able to hear me. Sorry about that, guys. I started stream, everyone was good to go, and yeah, it was not. My mic just quit out. I don't know what that was all about. It seemed like it was working just fine earlier. Um, Let me get game tops going. I guess we can get some music so it's not completely quiet in here. All right, well, my name is Ace. I'm gonna be your host tonight. And we're gonna be doing some art. Technical difficulties, am I right? I had to restart my whole entire computer just to get this stupid thing to work. I don't know what's been going on. It started happening this morning when I went to work. I started my computer up. Everything looked like it was fine. This thing wasn't even on, but like it was just not working. It was like it was on without. It was like it was frozen. Like it started up and then just froze. And I couldn't get it to work. I would unplug it, replug it. It was not doing anything. So I had to like restart my computer to get it to work. This is like right now. So I don't know, something's going on. I need to check into things, see what's going on. There might be an update, or probably needs to be an update. I don't know. The app for this thing says there's nothing. I might even look at the app up now. Great. Okay. Oh man. HyperX, you're starting to fail me. Alright, so anyways, we are going to continue on with Nightwing here. As I get Go Studio up. There's nothing else going on. Looks like everything else is fine. We got good quality signal and everything. And now it comes up. Let's see if there's. It seems more like it's a hardware issue. But yeah, so what we're gonna be doing is we are gonna be, like I said, we're gonna do a Nightwing. We're gonna I'm gonna make a few changes to the Screama sticks that he has. I feel like they're too thin. I need to make them thicker in a way. Or just change the design of them again. Cause I don't like it. It doesn't look like something you would use in a fight, you know. It looks like it would do a lot of damage, even though there's like electricity. Electricity would go through, yeah, but I don't know. I need to make them. I need to figure out something different. I just don't know what. But let me go ahead and get into. I don't have anything to react to or talk about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into some house cleaning real quick. So if you're not following me on any of my socials, there's that. Link to my link to my social. Sorry, my link tree. Link to my link tree, and there you'll be able to get. You'll be able to connect to or follow me on all my socials. You can go to YouTube, subscribe to me there. If you're watching this on YouTube, YouTube. Sorry for the weird intro here. Yeah, again, I'm having technical issues, but yeah, go ahead and subscribe and go just kind of scroll below and subscribe and follow and comment and whatever else cool things you could do on YouTube. All that cool stuff. You know what to do. You people know what to do. What else? If you're not following me on Ko-fi, there's a link to Ko-fi as well over there. Being Ko-fi.com, Ko-fi, Ko-fi, slash Ace Play and Draw. And you can, it's a good way to support me as an artist. You get commissions, buy stuff from me from the art room, from the art shop. What else is there? Oh, a link to the Discord. I don't think I talked about Discord last night. But also I'll just drop a direct link there for people watching me live. But yeah, that's a good way of getting in contact with the community. Get updates from me. I will post updates from time to time in there about certain things. Whether it be just for about the either that's for the stream or for Rofal Studios, if there's like a update on the game I'm making, or if there's an anything Rofal Studios related that's up on there. Yeah, that's, and then there's everything else I'm missing. You know, definitely check out the link tree. Everything's in there. So, with that, I'm trying to see if there's like. I don't see anything about like firmware. So it's an update to a Kingston version of it, but not the regular version. So I don't know, it might not even be the microphone, it might be something Windows 11 that I need to fix. I don't know, that's something for future me to to figure out, I guess. Yeah, I don't have anything else I guess I don't have anything else to talk about, nothing to react to. So we are just going ahead and get into, there we go. Get into the drawing. We're gonna finish up this sketch and then start working on the line art. Maybe drop some colors in before we end the stream. That's probably as far as we'll get tonight. So I was looking at Screamistics online right before I went live. And I think what I just need to do is I just need to get this thick. And then these points would be where it kind of like round these out. But where they would fold into each other, you know, because the idea is that these are collapsible, like it retracts and detracts, whatever. What the word is where it goes in back in, whatever that word is. I'm kind of bummed out that my mic is having issues. But I'll figure it out, I always do. It might have something to do with the fact that I started using a screensaver again. I found out that you can use you can set up a screensaver with the live wallpaper engine that I have. I thought that was cool. I wanted to use that and stuff, but it seems like it might be causing some issues. I think I was having issues with something else with it. I don't know. I'm like, maybe this is why people stop using screensavers. And I think what I want to do... First I'm going to do this. And then... I'll just make it bigger. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing with the other one. I think I'm happy with this one a lot better, a lot more than I was originally. I'll have to update the title. Oops. Here we go. All right. I think that works. I kind of feel like this needs to be a little bigger. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that looks better. Okay, so we got this all done. We've made fixes to the design. More fixes to this design than I had to do with Raven, but that's fine. Overall, it still looks the same, I would say, from the original. That's all I really want, you know. I don't want to change too much to the design. You know, I just made some minor fixes to improve it. And now it looks like I don't have to draw much. Yeah, I don't have to really. Oh, actually, technically there would be a little bit of the pouch here. Or actually, no. Not there specifically. Right here. There we go. Okay, so actually, I was thinking that was gonna take a little longer, but that's good. So we're gonna start working on the final lines here. We're gonna start with Nightwing himself. We're gonna, at this point, the Screamisticks and Nightwing himself are gonna be different on different groups of layers, like I normally do. The rough layer, and we're gonna switch to a pen. Just using the G pen, the standard G pen. Honestly, with how little detail he has, I don't think this step will take too long. Actually, I'm gonna come back to that. So the lighting, I need to make sure that the lighting is gonna match Raven, since they're gonna be all in the same picture. Let me pull up. Let me see what direction I put the lighting in. Okay, so I put the lighting is coming from the right side, so from this side. This is gonna help me with figuring out where I'm gonna be putting the thin lines and thick lines. So thick line would be right here.
Give me strength!
Lo-fi_247 is now following. Welcome to Royal Flush Community.
Thank you so much for that follow, Lo-Fi. How you doing tonight? We are on a roll to my next follower goal for sure. Of course, we still got a bit of a ways still. Oh, we have an ad break coming up, by the way. If you don't want to see that ad coming up, you can always use your Twitch Prime sub. If you got it. Or just sub in general. You know, that's always welcome too. And join the other subscribers that joined in last night. Last night was a good stream. I want to get one again for that. That was awesome. Alright, so we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna erase that later. I think the last thing we do is erase that. You know, the fact that I don't have steady hands kind of shows that I can never be a doctor. Maybe a nurse, but never a doctor. What's the song called? My favorite things. I don't know if this is an original song or not. Well, then it might be actually from Sound of Music. You guys can hear this, right? I don't think you can. Okay, it is from... So yeah, it is actually from Sound of Music. I've never seen Sound of Music, so that's why I didn't know. I really like the way it sounds, the way that they made it sound. It made it sound like a Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI kind of song. But yeah, I'll play like a couple seconds of it. I think I'll be fine with it. It's a couple seconds.
These are a few.
Okay, that's about as far as I could probably play. But yeah, that's what that was. That was just a like a 16-bit version of that song. So now I know. Good to know. I was thinking it was like an original song or something. There's a chance that they may have been sampling the artist for the 16-bit version may have been sampling like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI or something for the notes. So I'm not gonna have a little like indent here. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, maybe I'll bring it back at the end, if I feel it needs it. But I think that looking at it again, I don't think I need it. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna bring this down here. Working on the hair now. Can't redo this line, so it's there. Oops. All the line ace. I drew these lines for a reason. Granted, they're sketchy lines, but still. Swoop, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Thank you. It's generally the vibe I go for. We do chill vibes here. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good, fantastic night. Although we like to party sometimes. We'll sometimes have the lights going. We'll have a rave for a minute. Someone redeems that. But for the most part, yeah, it's kind of chill. Just kick back, relax, watch me draw. Some lo-fi. Thank you. Good to hear. That's what I like to hear. How'd you find the channel? I'm always curious. Really? All good. Was there a phone? I haven't used Twitch in like 3 years. Oh, okay. That would probably be why it doesn't say your first time. Wait, just hold on. We look at the actual. Yeah, it doesn't say your first time. That's fine. I think I've recognized your name. I think it looks familiar. But yeah, if you haven't been here in a while, it's probably why I can't really remember. Yeah, I've definitely have changed things up in the past 3 years. For when I moved into a new place. Get a whole different room dedicated just to streaming now. Well, to stream in other things, just a whole entire like game room office. I don't remember anyone. It's a little chill. Thank you. I guess it'll be a lot better if I was if it was like this. You could see it a little better. I just remember being like 15, 16, going on Twitch playing some, and to play some Smash Bros. So now I'm following a bunch of tiny Smash Bros streamers or people who streamed it like once. Yeah, I was playing Smash Bros for a time because like Smash Bros was still like big and everything. And I don't anymore. I do. So I mean, I do play it from time to time. Like if I have a friend that wants to play, but otherwise I don't go out on my way to play it anymore. At this point, it's kind of just like I don't think that's gonna be a thing until like if and when the next Smash Bros comes out. That's fair. I moved on to other things. I switched my content up. Back then I used to just do mostly game streams, and I would sometimes do art streams. Now it's like the opposite. Now I do mostly art streams. I will sometimes jump on a game. Try to make it retro, but a lot of times I end up playing something more new. Because it's just like, I'm hyped about a new game that came out, so I want to stream it. So I kind of stopped playing it, except for my roommates. Yeah, it's pretty much like, if you have a friend that's like, hey, let's go play Smash Bros. Sure, why not? Like, there's another streamer that you probably are following over the Dim Frenemies channel. Like, I mostly just play with them. If he's playing, him and his community are playing, I will try and jump in, even if I'm not streaming. Like, I'm like, oh, you guys are playing Smash Bros. I'm in. Even though you guys are way better than me. You guys kick my ass every single time. That's still fun. And I think he jumps in every now and then, but not right now. It's like, right now it's Marvel Rivals. That's kind of like the go-to game right now. For me, it's been Marvel Rivals, and I've gotten into gacha games, mostly Zenless Zone Zero. That's been my kind of go-to games right now, lately. When I have time, I got so much going on right now. Yeah, this is the office now. This is the room now. For now, I actually will be moving soon again. Me and my partner are going to be looking at getting a 2-bedroom. So we're already starting to take up the 1-bedroom space. It's just not a lot of room left in this apartment, so we need a bigger apartment. Yes, I am excited for that game too. I will be streaming that for sure. I have been into Doom since I can honestly almost remember. Like, it was one of like my earliest games. I was playing it when I should not have been playing it, you know? Like, I was like 3 or 4 years old when I first started playing that game. Because it came out in 94, I was born in 91, so I think I like started playing it like year 2, you know, like a year after it came out is when I started playing it on the Genesis. Because my dad had it for the Genesis. And so when he wasn't playing, he would let me play. I don't think he would let me play a lot, but I don't remember like playing it. Like, you know, I'm 3 or 4 years old. I don't have a lot of memory back then, but I do remember playing Doom. Yeah, I'm old. I'm almost as old as Doom. I'm a little older than Doom. It was like the only game I'll play other than party games. My bad, man. I get hella judgmental when I'm high. No, you're good. No, it was. I mean, what's gonna be upset about? I am. It is what it is, you know. I was born in the 90s. Well, that's all. I'm old. Yeah, I'm super stoked for the. Yeah, it is now. I am super stoked for the new game, for sure. I have, I actually do have, something you like. Because, of course, me being as big of a Doom guy as I am. I do have the 2016 Doom Collector's Edition. So I have the, Dusty. Well, I got the Doom statue. If I get enough points, there is a game called King of the Hat I adore. What's that game about? I never heard of that. It does light up too, which is cool. It lights up, and then there's like this is a fan, so it's like it spins and shit. The box itself is like put away in storage and shit. But... Not randomly, it's my favorite game. The tiny platformer game. Is it fighter? Is it on is it on Steam or later sometime? Yeah, definitely will. If it's like an indie game or something, I'm always interested in seeing what fellow indie developers are making. I'm always down for to discover new indie games. It's on Switch and Steam? Okay. I have both of those, so. But I will check it out on Steam. I usually try to... I usually try to stick with like Steam nowadays when it comes to like indie games and stuff. If it's something I feel is like really worth it, like I will get it physically. There has been some exceptions where I just kind of got it on a limb because I heard so much good things. I was like, you know what, it probably is worth it just getting it on physically. So like one being Sea of Stars, the game was so good. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good game, so I'm gonna take the risk and just buy it physically and hope it's good. So I prefer just to get them digitally. That way, if it's not that great, then I'm like, okay, well it's whatever, you know. At least I don't have to worry about having a physical copy I'm never gonna touch. To board for PC. There is something you could get, which actually unfortunately I can't pull out and show you because well, I guess I could. So I don't know if you're the Steam Deck. This is what actually running the video behind me. I'm almost too broke for weed. Oh no. I was gonna say the Steam Deck is actually a good alternative, I would say. Good like cheap way to get into to do PC gaming, you know, without having to spend even more money, maybe like twice or even 3 times as much on a gaming PC. Like, this is a good way to do that, because it's you know, you can get direct access to Steam, your Steam library. It goes into gaming mode. It starts up in game mode, but you can switch to a desktop mode and you actually do desktop things. Sure, you're running it through Linux, but it's Steam OS, so it's more of a user-friendly Linux. You don't have to do a bunch of code in it or anything to get it to work as much. And yeah, I've heard of the Steam Deck. Bro, this is tragic. What's tragic? I'm technically still paying this off, to be honest, but yeah, this was only like, this is like the mid-tier model, so it's like $500, but there's a lower tier model for like 400, I guess. It's like 400, 500, 600. These models. But honestly, it runs almost as good as a gaming PC, like a normal gaming PC. I would say this is like a mid-tier like gaming PC, which is nice, and it's on the go. So you get you get your Steam Deck games, or get your Steam games, and most of them work on the Steam Deck. I haven't had too many problems with playing it. The only problems you would run into with the Steam Deck, which is not too bad, is like the ones that require mouse and keyboard. Those are the ones you're gonna have issues running because of that. You could still get them, it's just that you're only gonna be able to run them in desktop mode, so you have to like kind of, you know, put them off to the side or whatever and get a mouse and keyboard. I really have like eaten Cheerios for dinner 3 times this week. I've been there. I understand. I'm sorry, man. I was just informing you of a way of getting a game PC without having to, or just PC in general without having to shell out $1,000. You know, you can only shell out a couple $100, and then there you go. So at least I'm chilling. Yeah, that's good. I've been there though. When I moved out of my parents' house, it was a struggle for the first couple years. I'm just glad that I was in a living situation where I wasn't spending most, like, I was only paying like a portion of the rent, and most of the rent was just being paid by my roommate or whatever. So at the time, so I get it though. I have like just enough money after all my bills to maybe afford a game or maybe afford something a little extra for myself, but it's like I had like just enough money, you know what I mean? It's just like I spent all my all my bills go through, and it's like, okay, oh, I have $100 now. You know, it's like just enough to kind of use them at leisure or just put away in savings and not spend any money. So yeah, no problem. It happens, man. I'm pretty sure things will turn around, and you'll maybe hopefully hopefully you can find some sort of way to, you know, get more of a better income and stuff. And why is this so real? What, the music, or? Let me save. I don't think I've saved in a minute. Always about living broke, yeah. I mean, it happens. I was also just lucky that I already had, you know, it's like, I was spending a lot of money on bills and stuff. But it's like, I was just kind of, I guess I was lucky that I was living with my parents for a while before moving out. So I accumulated things that I like, accumulated like video games and other things, entertainment wise, to keep me busy. And then also my parents like to spoil me. So there was times where I was like, they would just like buy me stuff and they would help out with some of my bills and stuff because I was struggling. The fuck is a Zuelis? I don't know how to pronounce that one. That's a good question. I think it's one of the newer Pokemon. Or it might be from Gen 5 actually. There's a good like 100, I think there's a good number of Pokemon I don't know about. Oh, Zuelos, that's right. That's like it's a twin-headed dragon. With like no eyes or whatever. It's this Pokemon that like it starts off with one head. It evolves into a twin-headed dragon. And then it evolves one more time into a three-headed dragon. And it's a quadruped dragon. Well, I guess it's not so much as a dragon. It kind of looks like a dragon, but it's not technically a dragon. But although I think it is still it's a dragon type, so technically it's a dragon. It's just when the description doesn't call it a dragon. It's weird. It's like a dragon-looking creature. It's typed as a dragon, but they don't describe it as a dragon. I'm like, but it is a dragon. Okay, never got a Pokemon. That's fine. Yeah, that's a dragon, see? Yeah, you think so too. It's kind of like Charizard. It's like, Charizard's a dragon. No, it's not. So technically, no, Charizard's not a dragon. He's a fire lizard, I guess is the difference. He is just fire. He's a representative of fire. And he's a salamander, technically. Oh, rather, Charmander's a salamander. But overall, Charizard, Charmeleon, Charizard, they're all just... They're dragon-looking lizards. That's all they are. Beyblades, though, that was my shit. So I tried to get into Beyblades. It just never really panned out. Me and my siblings enjoyed like playing with Beyblades, but it was a very it didn't last very long. It was a fad pretty much for us. Like we were into it, and like not even a year later, I would say, or maybe a year later, somewhere around there, you know, it didn't last for long. It was like a year later or so, we were out of it completely. I think around that time, I was still trying to stick with Yu-Gi-Oh! So remember I got into Pokemon as a kid. I was into Pokemon for a long time, for a good amount of years. Until, I guess not a good amount of years, but I was in it for a long while. And then right before like Gen 3 of Pokemon came out, I got out of it. My parents were trying to push me away from Pokemon because they were like, I don't know why, but they had this feeling that like they were trying to get me away from kid things, and they looked at Pokemon as a kid thing. So like, and I was like turning 10, 11, even though it was like a lot of the characters in Pokemon, like half the characters in Pokemon are 10. So what are you talking about? But whatever. Yeah, so they were trying to get me away from that, trying to get me into more like older kid things. Not necessarily older, like teenager things, but just older kid things. So they were trying to get me into Yu-Gi-Oh! They were trying to get me into Magic. They were trying to get me into Beyblades. Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuck for a bit, I would say. Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuck. Beyblades almost stuck. Magic didn't stick at all. I had no idea how to play Magic. I could not figure it out as a kid. That was above my brain, my kid brain. My dad may be a big sports fan. That's cool. My parents never pushed me into sports. Like, they encouraged me to play sports and get into sports, but never like pushed me, you know. So I played sports as a kid. I never watched sports. I enjoyed playing sports more than watching sports as a kid. So I played baseball when I was a little kid. I got into flag football as like a teenager. I didn't have time between those time periods though, between playing like flag football and playing baseball, because I was into Boy Scouts. So that's really, I didn't have I had the time. My parents didn't have the time and money to do like sports and Boy Scouts, so I was just a Boy Scout, you know. All Dallas teams. I am from Massachusetts, so Boston. But so Patriots and stuff, but I'm originally from Boston anyways. I don't live there anymore, but yeah, even though I was doing like Boy Scouts and sports, and I was always still like that nerdy kid, you know. I never got out of Marvel. I never got out of Star Wars because my biological dad got me. Well, actually, both my dads technically got me into the nerdy stuff too. But it just never left me like it did. We had like my parents. My dad still enjoy those things, just not as much as I do. So just fine. At least it's not Philly. Lived in Delaware for so damn long, and those fucks are the worst. Oh, really? Man, that's the first time hearing that, I think. It's funny, too, when I was more into, like, football, I enjoy football. Just right now, I'm not enjoying it. It just seems to... Right now, it seems to... rigged. Like, something's just off about football right now, so I'm just not really into it. In my opinion. Other people like it, and that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna, like, oh, you should be watching. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm never like that. But, like, there's something about it. I'm just not into it right now. But what I was really into it, what was it? I was gonna say something. I would always get those, I would always, like, well, I'm a Patriots fan, right? So people are like, oh, what's your team? I'm Patriots. And they'd be like, they look at me like, what is your problem? And then I'd have to be like, well, I'm from Boston. And they're like, okay. Like, they would, like, back off immediately, like, okay, that makes sense. That's fine. Like, if I wasn't from Boston, they'd be like, are you mental? I could fuck up a cheese... Dude, I hate Philly with a passion. I could fuck up a cheesesteak. But I don't ever... But I don't even mean football. The entire city of Philly, the culture, people, sports, everything. Oh, wow. It's not even sports, it's personal. Oh, wow. I feel like a lot of people have been moving there recently, too. That just kind of seems like the place to live right now. I don't know why. Although I could fuck up a cheesesteak and pretzel. Other than that, fuck. I like cheesesteaks. They're good. I remember my dad got me into steakums. Easy to make steak sandwich meat and vegetables. The best idea, a Philly cheesesteak on Philly pretzel buns. That sounds good. You should try it out. I'm a millionaire. That's genius. There you go. You're that could be your ticket to making some money there. Could be. Oh yeah, I was gonna make this a separate layer. I'm stupid. That's fixable. I got caught up in what I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Just gonna select all this. And then I'm going to not do that. Oh, here, over here. Cut and paste. There we go. Now it's on separate layer. Bam. Hi, Feeks. I have no clue about anything art related. I can do music, but drawing is completely foreign. Oh, do you have an ad break coming up? Does anyone know? But yeah, I actually kind of know both. Because there was also a time in my life when I was wanting to become a musician, and so I had spent like years learning how to play drums and was in bands and stuff. And oh, the ad break's already started. Okay. We'll wait for people to come back and then we'll continue talking. Alright, welcome back. You got lucky because the ad break technically is still going, but it's fine. So what I was saying though is I do actually know both. Because there was a time in my life where I wanted to get I wanted to be a drummer in a band. So while I was in school, like high school and no, yeah, while I was in school, like I think starting like 6th grade, I started learning how to play the drums. And then from there, just continued taking like music classes as like an elective in school. And then I started, when I got into high school, I started not liking the whole like high school band, you know, the school band life. I wasn't liking it. So I dropped out of that, and then I focused on being a drummer in a band, like an actual like, you know, garage band, because some friends of mine were like, you know, had approached me. It was like right as I was like finishing up marching band, because I was already kind of like on my way out the door, because I was just like, I didn't want to be there anymore. But and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then like my friends just approached me, like, hey, you want to start a band? And then that's how that started. So sometimes I forget I even did anything, then come back the next day and sometimes name like Flamin' Cheetos. That's funny, dude. I'd never taken a class and or done band in my life. Never too late to start. Art is not an age thing. Like, I've been drawing all my life, but I never really took it seriously. Like, up until, I want to say, like, after becoming a drummer wasn't really panning out, I needed another focus, because I just had, like, no focus after that. And then I was like, well, And my parents were even like, well, you need to go to college. You know, they were hounding me about going to college. And then I was like, well, I've always been into drawing and I like video games. Let's kind of put the two together and then try and make a career out of that. And that's what happened. I'm only joking that that's the name of a beat I made while in high school. I'm gonna do that right now. Yeah, like you can even like if you did ever want to learn I meant music, but like I know like learn drawing is like pretty easy nowadays. Like you don't even need to go to class anymore. Like you can like go to YouTube and there's plenty of like art tutorials and shit, like how to do things. All it takes is motivation. And motivation, any kind of art, it takes motivation and it takes practice and it takes, I'd say, at least a little bit of dedication. With that dedication, okay, so hold on, so let me start over. I'm getting confused here. So it takes a little bit of dedication at least, practice, and patience. A lot of patience. Like something fire. Do it. That's like any art. Would it be music, drawn, whatever. Because like you're not gonna make something cool the first time. It's not gonna happen. And it might happen, but it's very rare. Like, and even like as you keep going, like even me, like I just keep drawing. Like I took classes and stuff, but when I finished classes, I was not where I am right now. This took me years of practice after school to get this far. And even then, I feel like I'm still learning. Honestly, I'm still like trying to get to where I want to be. But yeah, just you know, it took me a lot of patience. It took me a lot of figuring out what I was doing wrong, fixing my mistakes, studying what I've done. It's the same thing with music, you know. It's like you make music and you're gonna be like, oh man, this sounds like shit, or this sounds great, right? And then like you continue making music and then you start to learn things, pick things up, and then you change things up. And you go back and look at your old stuff, you listen to your old stuff, and you're like, oh, this is garbage. What was I thinking? I'm still ass, but it's fun. Exactly. Even if it's not good, you're still having fun. Like me, like I don't do this for money. I do this for fun. And I draw it for fun. Like no one's paying me to do this right now. It's not a commission. I'm open to commissions, but this is not a commission piece. This is a me piece. That reference you see is what I drew and colored and everything. What was that? That was 5 years ago? And now I'm redrawing it to make it look better. Try not to deviate from what I did. I don't want to redo what I did. I just want to improve it. Make it look better. So I do not... I'm not against it or anything. I just don't. I am not the type of person that will smoke and I'm feeling alright. Like, and like everything's still fine. Like I'm able to do things, I'm able to drive, I'm able to work. I'm not the type of person, unfortunately. When I smoke, I am useless. I get nothing done. So I just don't. I do recreationally, maybe, you know, it also depends on the situation. Like if I'm at home and I know I'm not going anywhere, or if I'm just in for the night, I'm not going anywhere, then yes, I will go ahead and maybe smoke a little bit, not too much, just enough, you know. But otherwise, most of the time I just don't, because it's just like I get so much going on. I got a ton of projects I'm doing. I'm streaming right now. I have so much going on that if I smoked, I wouldn't be able to get those things done. That's fair. Same. I get ethereal, and some people like are okay with that, and I get it. They're okay with just like I'm gonna smoke and just not do anything the rest of the night, you know, because I'm not gonna be able to do anything anyways, and that's fine. Like that's your prerogative, sure. I just, for me, it's like I got so much. It's like I guess a lot of my play, I got a lot to do. So if I wasn't doing anything, if I had no motivation, if I had no commitments or anything, then yeah, sure. but I keep myself busy. I'm running a project. This is actually part of one of a smaller projects I'm working on. I'm also working on a bigger project as well outside of this, which is my game. I'm working on a second game right now. There's one point where I did try to like I did try out smoking at a party. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I'm never gonna do that again. Not in that situation anyways. Because I had to drive home. It was not a good idea. Well, because the fact that like when I am not sober, this is going for like any kind of non-sober state, whether it's alcohol or it's marijuana, I get in the state where I can't focus on things and I get tired super easy, and so so I'm in my normal state, my normal non-sober state, and I'm driving. So I'm actually fighting with myself. I was fighting with myself home just to keep my eyes open and to stay awake. It's like it was like being extremely tired but worse. That's what it was like. So some people can handle it. Some people I understand some people need weed, you know, they need marijuana to stay focused and stuff. I get that. I've known plenty of friends that do that, and I feel bad too, because they're like, we'll be hanging out at a party, and they're like, you know, they're a party type, so like they want everyone to be not sober for whatever reason, and so like they'll like offer me, and they're like, hey, do you want to drink? Hey, do you want to smoke? Or whatever, blah blah. And I'm always like, nah. Nah, I drove here, I can't. And I always feel bad because they're looking to get me in the same state as them, so that it makes them feel not as alone. I get it, but it's like I understand. I want to, but I can't. It's just not a good idea. If I do, I'm probably not going home tonight. Like, it's probably not happening. And I could call an Uber, but then you gotta think like, okay, I call an Uber, someone else brings me home, right? I gotta go back and get my car. You know, it's like I drove there and now I'm not driving back. So now I gotta go through the hassle of going back there the next day to get my car. And who knows what happened to my car while I'm, you know, driving home and passed out at home and stuff. Like, so I don't like that idea either. I think about these things. It kind of ruins it, honestly. But so, because of all that, that is why I will only do it under certain circumstances, which is extremely rare nowadays because I don't even get out anymore. I am too busy at home. Either it's like too late at night, or I'm streaming, I'm working on a project. So I just never get the opportunity to even like get to that point where I'm like, you know, I'll just go ahead and let's chill out, you know. And honestly, I would just, if I even get to that point, I'd rather just drink. I think drinking is a little better for me. I don't even like getting fucked up either. I don't like getting fucked up. I've gotten fucked up once, and I just never want to do it again. It was a bad time. Actually, I've gotten fucked up multiple times, and it was always a bad time. I was like, I don't see the point in this. I don't feel good. Like both times. Well, actually, no, I can take it back. The second time, mentally, like in my head, that's what I was thinking. But like, I was too far gone to like even act that way. Even like, ooh, you know, I was like, you know, I was like becoming a different person. Like. I think that's everything. So go ahead and just draw this real quick. You're never gonna see it, but just in case. This will help with filling colors if I just kind of draw all this out anyways. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. When we get back, we'll get and finish up the line work and then drop in some colors and maybe start on the lighting. We'll see how that works out. But there'll be some ads if you don't want to see any ads. Again, you can use your Twitch Prime sub or just sub in general, always. But I shall be right back. I am back. So far we can get tonight. Probably not very far. Well, Chansey, let's try and get to that. Alright. I also have a Chansey. Alright, let's do the other Screama stick real quick. I'll have to fix that real quick. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Damn it. It's not straight. Mm. That's wrong. God damn it. What is happening? Oh, I should probably save. I don't know why this is reason not bumming. Let me restart Clip Studio. I just realized this is messed up too. Donovo. Vibe Bravo? Oh, that Pokemon. Nah, I'm good. Alright, so line work's done. Now let's throw down some colors. Let's focus back on Nightwing. Okay. What I'm also gonna do is grab colors from the old work. I'll load up my reference into here. Wait, hold on before I do that. Yeah, no, mind. No, I'm good. Let me fix that. That doesn't look good at all. What happened there? And now that's fixed. Actually, yeah, it's actually. More like a bluish metal. Actually, make another fix here. And I think all those good. Oh, no, actually, these won't. What are you doing there? Okay, then I need to do the eyes. Okay. Now I'm going to select everything on the outside of the line work. Select the inverse, or invert the selection. I'm going to create a mask. Look here. And to correct the colors. An adjustment line, but then we're going to go ahead and just manually correct everything else here. Fill things in that got cut out on accident. Happens sometimes. Everything looks good. We'll go with the old gray that was still in there. And the part that got cut out there. Alright, that's done. Now we're gonna do the hair gradient. Let's see what else. Well, you know, I don't like this part of the mouth. Let me fix that. Okay, let's go ahead and now add the shading. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna turn off this. There we go. Actually, what we'll do is let me open up the Raven piece, and I will grab the shading from there, shading and lighting actually. That way it matches and it's not any different. Yeah. Doesn't look right. I guess it is the same. I guess so. Alright, whatever. Show my eraser step properly. What did I do differently that it's shown up differently? That's just like kind of, it looks really bright. Maybe I need to... I don't know, I'll stick with this for now, and I'll mess around with it later. I'm just sitting there, I was quiet because I was like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck, like... Why does it look weird? Doesn't look like it's matching. Oh, I forgot to give him a fingernail on his thumb. Oops. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong. Oops. God damn it. I forgot to... Just to double check this real quick. There, it gets done later. I would change it to vivid light or hard light. Hard light looks that's not right at all. But like, it just doesn't look great, you know. Actually, that looks right. Yeah, I think I'll stick with that. What color is that? I was afraid we weren't going to be on the right track with this, but it looks like we are, so good. Alright, so we got part of the base lighting down. So we gotta do the secondary lighting, I gotta do the hair lighting, I gotta do and then I gotta do everything that I've done for Nightwing onto the screamer sticks because they don't have the base color down yet. All stuff that I'll be doing off stream, but at this point I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Alright, well, I want to thank everyone so much for coming in, hanging out tonight. It was kind of quiet, but I did have someone come in, hang out, and talk to me and everything. But that would be Swoop coming back from a 3-year hiatus. Welcome back. Hopefully, you join us in future streams. If not, that's fine. I do want to thank Lo-Fi247 for the follow. Thank you so much. Carly also was in here at the beginning of the stream, saying hi. Unfortunately, I had to recap that a little bit. I had to restart my computer, so I'm just one mic, but was able to fix it. If you're just lurking, thank you so much for lurk. And as for raid, let's see who's available. Alright, let's see. Not coming with options. Let me try it again. There we go. I think we are gonna raid over. Raid over to Otis. On the channel. Thank you so much, Sarabot. He is over. What's Otis doing? And by the way, if you are followed, you can go ahead and use these emotes. Of course, subscribe rather than follow him, but subscribe. And that's for me. I'll be back next week, next Thursday. We'll definitely be jumping back into Dark Cloud. Definitely want to play that. I was highly considering playing it this week, but I just really wanted to draw instead. That won out last minute. So again, thank you all so much for hanging out. Stay tuned for Otis, and I will see you all later.